to the second edition of the Community Policing Forum here on GRTS, and I am Tijan Jane. And as usual, I have with me my guests tonight. Let me just start introducing them straight away. And we start with ASP David Kujabi. He is the police PRO. And then next to me is ASP Lamin Jaite. Lamin is the officer commanding the community-based policing. Lamin is sitting next to me. And then we also have Sergeant Bakari Nyang, who is a staff of community-based policing. Gentlemen, it's good to be here again.
Thank you.
You are all welcome here, PRO.
Thank you, Tijan.
You are all welcome.
Thank you.
And in tonight's edition, what we're going to look at is basically on what we call domestic dispute. Now, understanding domestic dispute, the effects of domestic dispute, and then some of the ways and the means that we can really solve some of these problems that emanated from our own communities, from our own society. Tonight will be the special topic that we will be discussing here on the Community Policing Forum on GRTS. And then before we go into that, we'll also allow Lamin to just give us a recap of our first edition, which was last Thursday. And from that, then we move to that topic tonight. Mbokk yi ñoo seetaan ñu ngi dellu rek di leen nuyu di leen gërëm di leen sant dalal leen si suñ jotaay bi nga xam ne moom la ñoo ooyee ak community policing doon waxtaan boo xam ne dañ ko seex ak ñi nga xam ne ñoom ñooy police community policing nag bu fekkee nag ñoo toppa programme bi niki alxamis bu ñu jógee woon ñu ngi amoon programme bi fii si GRTS te programme bi rek li ko lu mu ëmba rek mooy naka la police yi ak askan bi di jokkoo maanaam yombal li nga xam ne moom mooy liggéeyu police bi si suñu dëkkuwaay yombal li nga xam ne moom mooy liggéey police yi fii ci biir réew mi loolu moo tax ñu indil leen jotaay génne mbaɗigol min ɓe juuɓe kan ɗon seyta kalmume be konton koteke an community policing forum amu kacaleti bantaɓalom nadiyate mi yalon ko nin policeol le ka akuwol kaca andun a kaca waranga bantaɓaɓe mi ya naati dron wolom kamin fo community policing wolom jama nin policeol eɓe bolo dila nola ñaadile isaje mbe gatara kayro nin tanko kono ñim programme o a wulita wala kamma ñim programme o nga kere kere wala kamma. And now ASP, just for the benefit of perhaps those who are just joining this particular edition, I think it will be beneficial for us to have a recap in just a nutshell.
Thank you very much, Tijan. To start with, I will use the opportunity to once again thank the Inspector General of Police and the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Edward T. Sambu, and the senior management team of the Gambia Police Force for their foresight in helping transform the Gambia Police Force into a professional one. Thank you. Last week we were here, we dealt with understanding the concept of community policing, what community policing entails. From there we move on to the justifications or the rationale behind what community policing, why the need for community policing in short. And from there we move on to the vision, mission statement and objectives of the unit. Thank you.
Yes, PRO.
Waaw jërëjëf comme ni mu ko waxee rek la woon last week biñ fi toogoon waxoon nañ askan bi lan mooy woon community policing te ci yombal community policing mooy naka la ñëpp mu ne bokkaat ci policing because boo seetloo liggéey police dafa métti lool te soo ko waree bàyyi ci ñoo xam ne ñoom rek a sol uniforme dafa métti torop ba dina tax ne luñ war a def duñ ko mun ba moo tax ba ñu ne léegi li ñu war a def mooy ñu génn si ñu joxante loxo ak nit ñi ñu bokk a liggéey policing su ko defee lu ñoo ut si biir policing mooy at least aar bakkan ak alali nit ñi ñu mun koo am loolu lañ waxtaanee woon last week.
waaw jërëjëfati PRO xam naa loolu am na ci njëriñ Sajin
bakaraka Tijan mbe ala tentula mbe kila tentula alayhi salatu wassalam bada ayem fufa on tembulu fonga mungani an se benjambi ala yake ngawsoto mbe jama kontona inspector general to yala fana nala able management mbe Grts staff ol be kontona ani UNDP mulen sponsor pour ka jeno ko nyim programme on sa keno ning mol se nyomo no nyamin police ya kono ñing lo kun tambila birin nata janga ñing kacha community policing mune mwati mune mun to la dalilo de pour kaje ko nga community policing ka wulindi nin jama yam bulodu nyobulun se police do ko keno nyaadile andu mune mate dalilo ti fana mune mate nafati mol nin ayatara nin jama yam bulodu nyobulu polisia nafabe mol muna fanna nyaadile la jama kono abe tanko nin dahanin sutro ani yirwa mun silema nga ñine kacha kaje ko police on tol dammanke do ko kelano pour ay sahano bayrin tol mantara dula beto bari ni mol mulbe dende nyin do ko la wolbe dula beto le andun tafaro nyinke tolle mantora foy futan tolma ngaaje konta sino la fonse funti ni kacha nga nyomo eno bayrin laran ko do fen kacha le ka bonni tijana
wolom to nyati ko badingol ya moy nyameng ko nying arami satambila na kacha loto wole kan wolom police ol ni jamal be bulo di la nyola nyaadile nying kamala na tanko nying ase lafano hanna manke wotu drong ba niaju be police ol la doko aman dan drong pour ka mol niyo tankandi barkata fo mol la soto fengol ka wol tankandi kaje kayron ye sabati na tara dinkiral kono womu doko ti min police ol la jeroto ko niya tuy damma bulu a bete sone ala no wala atin ko sign al nga finti ni jama e mbulo di nyola isaje nyin do ko nyin asina sone ya later in the program we'll also open the lines for you to ask questions, give us your suggestions, and then honest opinions. Tonight, like I said, Lamin, we're going to look at domestic dispute. When we talk about domestic dispute, what exactly are we talking about?
Thank you, Tijan. Before I move on to what domestic dispute is, I will try to break it. There are two things here, domestic and dispute. Okay. Now, I'll begin by saying dispute. Dispute is generally a disagreement between people or a group of people. Now, when we talk about domestic dispute, it simply means disputes that occur in our communities. Now, not in our communities, in the schools, in the workplace, in the villages, these are all part of the communities. Now, this because of these disputes arise as a result of differences between people, as a result of the people have different motivations, different value system, different ideas. So our mission here today is to look at what domestic dispute is, and when disputes arises between or among people, what if it is not properly managed, what is going to be the outcome? Now, disputes are unavoidable in the society, Tijan. Yeah. As long as people live together, there are disputes are bound to happen. So, but when they occur, what is going to be the, if it is mismanaged, that is where the problem lies now. Proper management of dispute is what we are calling for. Now, we are the role of the alcalos, the role of the village chiefs, the role of the youth groups, parents, they all have a stake in dispute management. When disputes, as I said earlier on, it is unavoidable. When they happen, managing it helps strengthen relationship. So when it is mismanaged, this is where the problem arises. People need to see it as when disputes occur, people need to contain themselves. They should not put the law into their hands to create violence. They should if they cannot solve it, they refer it to either to their parents or to the alcalo or school. If it happens in the school, they refer it to school authorities. These are all partners where the dispute can be referred to. Collectively, it can be solved. But our problem here is where people put the law into their hands when there is dispute, because there are different levels of dispute. We'll come to that later. The result of dispute, when it is not properly managed, it can lead to assault. The outcome of it. Okay. So that is what we are here for today.
Now, Piaro, when we talk about domestic disputes, it requires a holistic approach. That's where the role of the parents comes in, local authorities, and then each and every